has said Europe and China must make the correct strategic choices in the face of recent global challenges during a summit with top European Union officials. This comes at a rocky time in their relationship. The EU and China are marking 50 years of diplomatic relations amid thorny disagreements ranging from the EU-China trade deficit to Beijing's ongoing support for Russia's war in Ukraine. The event is the first in-person summit for Chinese and EU leaders since 2023, and more modest than initial plans for a two-day meeting in Europe. During the meeting in Beijing's Great Hall of the People, EU's von der Leyen has focused on trade disagreements and told Xi Jinping that as cooperation has deepened, so have imbalances. EU trade actions in the past year have targeted Chinese exports of electric vehicles, among other goods, and its officials have repeatedly complained about Chinese industrial overcapacity. Let's listen into what EU chief had to say.
We have reached an inflection point. Rebalancing our bilateral relation is essential, because to be sustainable, the relations need to be mutually beneficial. And to achieve this, it is vital for China and Europe to acknowledge our respective concerns and come forward with real solutions.
Now we go back to our guest discussion with Dr. Boni Yushi Liao. Thank you, Dr. Boni, for staying with us. Now, President Xi Jinping has emphasized the need for Europe and China to make the correct strategic choices. What do you think this correct strategic choices means here in this context?
Let's get to the bottom line that EU-China relations aren't collapsing, but they are not going through a rough patch like a long-term couple finally having that talk. We're not breaking up yet, but we're not setting boundaries and demanding more respect and maybe secretly swiping on Tinder to see who else is out there, okay? Like India, like Southeast Asia. And for Trump, because Trump always plays a big role in it, he might just be the chaotic matchmaker, forcing EU and China to reevaluate everything. I think that's maybe what Xi Jinping is pointing out. And sometimes you need a bit of noise, like Trump, to realize what's not working so you can make it work. So my final thought is that Europe may look calm on the outside, but inside, Europe is juggling tariffs and trade dependencies and geopolitics like flaming sword. And the next chapter in this drama is going to take strategy and flexibility and maybe even a little sass. So let's just hope no one forget the popcorn. I'm sitting here to see what's going to happen because Beijing is doing what it does best, right? Europe companies still face confusing rules and unequal treatments and heavy dose of please give us your tech, but don't ask questions, right? So we've heard this song before, and honestly, the chorus is getting kind of old. So, I like to call where we're headed, the strategic decoupling with jazz hands. We're politely stepping back, okay? EU is politely stepping back and slowly setting boundaries, but still pretending it's all cool, okay? So I don't know where it's gonna take EU and China, somewhere, and I don't see a very, much of a strong bond despite what Xi Jinping may want to ask for. So it's gonna take a lot of time, but at least Trump, okay, plays this chaotic matchmaker part of him may shake things a little bit and make EU and China rethink how to cope together. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Boni Yushi Liao, for